Second violin, second part starts.
So are we playing first or second or
For the parts?
no, I mean, are we starting with part?
With the heart, yeah, with the heart.
That's what.
Yep.
Sorry.
Wounded heart. Here's wounded, here we go. Play it, let's fix it. It's doing that winter thing. I'm also trying to get another violin to join us. One of my former students graduated college and is going to be a teacher as well. So I was like, guess what? It's time. So she's excited. She may be joining us for this concert. So we'll see. All right, let's try again. So remember, they have the whole measure to themselves. First, then get the fourth beat of this. Here we go. 3.
Thank you.
Alright, so remember, we have 2 down bows. 1, 2. So full bow, then quick, very quick retake. Let's try one more time. Not bad. Double check our key. We got 3 flats. Here we go. Okay. There are 6 parts. Actually, no, there are 7 parts. There's only 5 parts. But there's many, many parts to this. So, let me hear some of these notes. We got F sharps against E flats. We got A naturals, sometimes A flats, sometimes F flats, which is also known as what? E. Make sure that we have the right idea for that F flat. I wouldn't use open E, maybe, but definitely make sure that 4th finger is right there, or 2nd finger in 3rd position. Can I hear not the cellos at letter A, please? Letter A, also known as 1. Here we go. Number 1, starting with the second part units. Here we go. 3 and 4 and 1. 3. 1. 3. And 1. I know they have melody and they're going to sing it, it's beautiful, but you also have some beautiful stuff. So, now the bowing might be a little bit awkward, right? It's this down, up, down, up, right? So, let me hear, let's just practice this bowing for a second. Everybody can do the bowing. So it's just rest, down, up, rest, down, up, rest. 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 So the first note is slightly accented beautifully. The other 2 are a little bit less. Now, how that comes into play is look at your notes. We often have a passage either starting from a lower note going up, or a higher note coming down by 1. So the idea is you have da, 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 ba, ba, ba. And it can be heard. It doesn't have to be P, mi, si, 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 mo. Okay? Make sure that you actually hear those notes. Like I said, there's a lot of notes that are here. There's so many parts all at the same time. So when I hear, my ear's like, what notes are those? What notes are those? We don't want people to question what notes they are. Just be soft. Okay? Let's try. Letter A, number 1. Here we go. 3. Let's do a little slow. 3 and 4 and 1. 3. 1. 3. 1. Enunciation of those notes. Make sure the C natural really well in tune, so it would match. It would match each other. Just a little bit on the sharp side. So you have this. So that C stays constant the whole time. All right. Let's try from letter 2 or B. Letter 2, number B. Yeah, there we go. Okay. B or 2, 3 and 4 and 1. That was much better. Second violin. Here we go. 3 and 4 and 1. Yeah, and the same thing. So the second violins do a really good job of listening and matching. Make sure you match as in C as well. It's just a hair on the side of too sharp. Okay. Go ahead. Everybody back at B. Everybody back at B. Even cello. Yeah. So we go. 3 and 4 and. This is the play-by-play. We have and 2 and 4. When you heard them enter, you were like, oh, I'm late. You are not late. You are not late. So just remember. Big breath, big beat. Let's try it. First, right there, the letter measure before 3 or C. Here we go. 3 and 4 and 1. Forte marcato. Marcato meaning what? What is a marcato anyway? It's march-like. So in this case, it's not really a march, right? Because this is a much more lyrical piece. So what would be the connotation? It has to be marked in some way. It has to have accents to these things. It's accented all the way through this part. All right, so let's try everybody. This is a measure for C or 3. Here we go. C, 1, 4, C or 3. 3 and 4 and 1. Whenever you see an up bow and a whole note, we panic a little bit. Especially when that whole note includes the frightening word diminuendo or decrescendo and retard. Because you're like, oh no, I've already used this much and I have 3 more beats. So you have to save. Make sure that you have that ready. Okay, this is for everybody who have if you have 2 half notes slurred or a whole note, make sure you save your bow from the start. All right, so. Slow your bow down immediately. First, this first 4 inches is the only thing you get in that first half second. Then all of this should be the remainder of the time. If you are here and there's still a beat left, you get that sound. So make sure you have plenty of bow. So save your bow the moment that you get to this point. If you did not get to the tip in your class bow, that's more difficult because then you only have this much bow. Okay, so get all the way to the tip. Good. You have all that bow to use. So don't waste your bow. Let's go to letter D, please. Number 4. Letter D or 4. Technically it's pianissimo here, but we're going to save that for later. I just want to hear the notes correctly and beautiful. Here we go. 3 and 4 and. The ritardando is going to be so slight there. Yeah, I'm not going to draw it out because we have 9 beats of the last note to just sort of sit and die. Because it says that. It says piano and then die. Morendo, die. So, that's what we're going to do. So, letter D one more time. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Again, if you have a shift or you have a note that you need to go to, bring it out. If you make the wrong note now, perfect. If you make the wrong note later, bad. So, I want wrong notes now. Get them out of the way. Here we go. Number 4, D. 3 and 4. And. Not going to stop until we get something. Until you're at the tip and have no more bow, then you may stop. Yeah, this is one of those in which you want to end at the very, very end. Alright, so you have that effect of just like going away. Going away. Very nice. Alright, let's go back to letter A, number 1. Let's put all that stuff together with the cello sustain. Here we go. For realsies. Here we go. How's my phone? Here we go. 3, 4, 1, 3. Yeah, so if we're sitting on a note long enough and you're like, mine sounds slightly different than my neighbor's. Now might be a good time to move your finger. If it's an open string, that's something that's going to be harder to kind of change. I find that when I'm playing with winds, especially, or for orchestra, woodwinds especially, and we have like an open G at the end of something, I'll end up having to play this. I get just vibrate though. I don't know, on an open G string, right? But that's just because they tend to go sharp the longer they play, and if they haven't retuned their instruments, then that's going to be really, really sharp at the end notes, and we're always playing softly, and they're very sharp, and I play that. You might have to do that. You might have to be a little bit creative with your tuning if you're the only one that's not correct, and then you can tune your tuning afterwards, okay? And if I see you tuning, we will take the time, and you can tune. So please do so. It's even in a concert situation. I will always, if I see somebody checking their tuning and such, I will wait until after you're done. Okay, that's just common courtesy. All right, let's do Beethoven. The B. Beethoven. Pastora. Let's start this at letter T, please. Letter T. T for the famous English beverage. T. You know what T? Oh, is it cut off maybe? There it is. That's T.
So is that on the last of the 10 minutes?
No, it's on the first of the next one. So it's technically on your next line. Yes. It's just on the bar line, and it got really. Apparently, when I said I want it on the bar line, it got very specific. It was like, fine, it's on the bar line. There you go. Just slightly to the left of it. All right. T. By to each other. Here we go. 1 and 2 and. Yeah, that's beautiful. Except hitting the 2. Here we go. It's a scale. 1 and 2 and. Yeah, let's do the E. Listen. Mash with your fingers. Mash. Just listen very carefully. Violence me here. E. E. First finger on. Here we go. T. 1 and 2 and. Alright, so everything else was in tune. Except the first note. B flat. Here we go. 1 and 2 and. Play B flat. Everybody play B flat. Play your low B flat. Seconds. On G string. That's you go first. B flat. Play B flat first. We're disagreeing. Let me give you the standard. because we say low one, which means completely at the lowest ones you can think of. And then of course they always say lower, because one person's always playing the natural. So all the people who listened and said low are like, okay, well I'm at the nut. I can't go any further. That's a B flat. The B flat is right here. Everybody B flats? And now C. Second violin switch to your C on the H string. A. C on the H string. C natural H string. On the H string. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody sees and C. So, we're in octaves. The scariest thing ever to play in any ensemble. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 octaves worth all at the same time simultaneous. Let's try slow. Beautifully in tune. This is the third measure of T. Third measure of T. Here we go. Everybody play. 4 T slow. 1 and 2 and. That's what we're doing. Again. Second. 1 and 2 and. I heard some interesting choices there. Here we go. 1 and 2 and. 2. Yeah. So, it's just down, up, change. Make sure that you actually have a distinct last note. So 1, 2, 1. Let's try it one more time. Same place.
I have a question.
Yes.
4 before the only rolls, only Fs. You want them down bows?
Down, up, down.
Down, up, down.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
want
Down, up, down. Because the other one is just a little bit overboard, and Beethoven was overboard all the time. But this is one of those things where he's trying to go from 100 down to 0. So we want to make sure that happens. Okay, very, very clear notes. Let's try it. This is third T again. Third measure of T. 1 and 2 and. Very slight. It's mostly in the fermata. Most words. Let's go back to letter S. Letter S, please. S for S. Here we go. 1 and 2. Yeah. here, little bow, small bow, together. Let's try it one time. S. Here we go. 1 and 2 and. Yeah, except that's a lot of extra. I don't want extra. I just want normal. Ya da da bum bum ba da ba ba. Here we go. One time. 1 and 2 and. Let's go to letter. Let's go in the middle of this. I was worried about that a little bit. Letter L. Letter L. Slower, slightly slower. I'm adjusting. Here we go. Bum, 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 da, da, bum, bum. So in comparison to our original stuff, where it was bum, 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 ba, da, da, bum, 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 ba, da, da, and bum, 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 ba, da, da, bum, bum, bum. That's right. Here's the L. Beautiful. 1 and 2 and. Now, we suffer a little bit of tripletitis. That is when, if we have anything that messes up our triplet rhythm, we immediately go into panic mode and try to play those triplets as fast as possible, and then be done. Okay? So don't do that. Violas and cellos have first. You guys have that spot first at letter M, and then violins have it at letter N, right? So let's try this. Let me hear letter M, violas and cellos. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So relax, relax, relax. One, two, three, triple it. Yes, good. Charles, can you play open G's, please? Yes, open G's. Hey. Open G, yeah. Yeah, we got there's a couple of choices for G's. Make sure it's one choice. Let's try again. Letter M, letter M. Here we go. M for magical. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1. Yes. So Letter N. N for Nancy. Here we go. Not Nancy, but Nancy. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, jump on up. So don't be scared. Don't be scared. Those notes they aren't scary. There's just a couple B flats and that's it. Let's try it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, jump on it. Yeah, so right there. Bum, da 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 da. So think of trying to connect those triplets a little more, a little slowly. You can either go back to first position or stay in third for the whole thing. Doesn't matter. But try to connect them a little slower. Let's try it. We're just in a hurried shift, hurried to move. Let's try it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, jump on it. Violas are doing their thing at letter M for mama. We have ba 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 da 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 da. Right chair, basses, and violins. Let me hear that basses and violins. Letter M before we add everybody. Here we go. Letter M. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Ba 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 ba. Together. Here we go. 1, A. That one is so tricky. It's like it's... So make sure you have that open string. And you can play it out. I messed up and I didn't put the forte there, but there should be a forte there, not in the next measure. Yeah, so use forte there. Not bad, that's pretty good. And letter P. Letter P is when we're bored of this particular thing and we just want to move on. So you're like, okay, can these triplets go faster? maybe in each measure. No, another cello rondo. Da ba 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 da 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 da. Don't be early. I'm gonna try letter O.
Can I ask a bonus question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so for us, playing through M, if we play it up, down, up, the way it's written,
Right.
then we wind up bow on N. Yeah, but N,
And we also do.
yes.
Let me see.
And then then when we get to O,
Uh,
we would also end up on an up bow. Do you want us to retake somewhere? 'Cause that's kinda
yeah,
weird.
no, that's a good point.
Or just.
Can we do? Let's just do this. Let's make it easy. And letter N, just break the first two notes. So to break that slur, so we go up, down, up. It just will make it a little bit easier. And that way we don't have to change. Just that one.
I like that because that leaves you a down bow for quarter note.
Exactly.
So, wait. So, yeah, 'cause it would be a down bow.
It'll be down, up, yes. Down, up, down, down, up, down. Is that true for bass as well? Down and up, down and up. Yep. So if you want to know, it can be down as well. Good. Yes. All right. Let's try letter. Actually, let's go back. Let's go back to M. Let's go back to M, and we'll put all that together. Letter M. No, I lied. Letter L. Letter L. L for. I love to go back to letter L. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 1. We just have to be careful not to get overly excited. I know it's very exciting. Beethoven, it's triplets. Just recognize what the differences are in the passages, right? So if we hear those triplet passages, you have to ignore the fact that they are playing faster and think about da, da, Again, don't listen to Bernstein in New York Philharmonic. Listen to maybe Plovdiv Philharmonic or Dresden. Maybe don't go for the fastest recording minutes. Let's go back to the beginning of this. Yes.
Q.
Q.
I think, I don't know if I end up on an up, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 after that. So there are 2 downs. Retake. Then on the C. On those half notes, starting at Q, do 1 down.
Go sit up.
Stay up.
Yep. Upward. And because you can innuendo, you can go into the upper half.
But then we go into the one before the bump, the 2 before R, the 1 before R. Those are down bows, so you
Yes.
want the measure before it to be an up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I see what you mean. 5 after Q is what you're talking about. That's down.
Yes.
That's down.
You okay?
Yes.
So make sure O is safe.
Yeah. Q will be up just because of that's what's going to happen, and that's okay. But definitely make it a down bow at 5. So 5 after.
Okay, so then will be another retake.
Yes, that will be a reason. I'm sorry.
On
Yes.
on the third measure.
Yeah, this is true for bass as well. So this is the 5th measure of Q after your bum, down. You'll have another down. Yes. Yep. Okay.
Thank you.
Alright, we need. Remember violins, violas, and cellos have the first beat. You have the beat. Here we go. Get that B flat in your mind. Ba-da-ba-bum. Whole step, full step. That's what we're looking for. Here we go. 1, 2. Use open A. Use open A. A, B flat, not play your A's. Open A's. Yes. Yeah, this is one that go for the most basic thing. Everybody in the world does it. I will show you every concert orchestra who's ever played this piece will always start out on an open A. Vibrato until the last note. Yeah. Honestly, you want to go for plain, very simple. This is a simple tune in the countryside. And then it gets much more intricate, right? So it starts in the countryside, and it gets crazy countryside. So let's try it. Here we go. Good. Now, can we return auto in the measure? Here we go. Hey. Don't get hurt. Again, here we go. 1 and 2 and. Alright, what's up? That's right, violins. I did not cue you. So. Now you don't. Here we go, let's try it. That was much better. Thank you for watching the return on. Here we go. Okay, 3, 1. one before K. Now here's the thing. A forte is more of a marcato forte. So. Subito, real forte. So you're coming from that really soft piano into that really strong forte, followed directly by same thing there. Okay, really huge differences here. Let's try that. Let's start 1, 2, 3, 4 before letter K. 4 before K. Okay. 135 for measure. We go 1 and 2 and. It's only. You're supposed to scare me. That was sort of like coming out, going roar, and then trying to go back into the closet. No, actually scare me. Do it, one more time. Now with bad notes. That will definitely scare me. Bad notes will always scare me. Here we go. 1 and 2 and. So if we're going, bum 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 ba da da bum bum bum. It's stop in motion. Stop that motion, and then you may continue after letter N. So there's a small cello rondo until N says a tempo, bum bum bum, and then I won't put the hand out again. But make sure that you think that letter L slower. One more time. 4 before K. Much better. Thank you. Again, we don't want it to be ugly, but we want it to be heard, understood that is forte, that's your forte, which we know is good, and then the other stuff is piano. So we want to make sure that it's soft. One more time, here we go. 1 and 2 and. Enunciating this. So we're like some difficult language to translate into English. All right. All right. How is our practice with our left-handed hits going? It sounded very like it's bum, 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 bum. Should be stands flying, bows flying. Let's try again. Now here's the thing. This is arguably much easier than the original, right? So this is, which if you take it down to its core, it's just playing open strings. There's nothing involved here, and then you just do this, right? The other one is. So it's a little bit different, right? So that change is good for us because even though those string crossings are not necessarily difficult to have everybody play them at the same time, there's some recordings that don't do it so well. So, and they have the ability to like splice in and change things. So, we don't. Let's try it. Okay. Begin. Here we go. Violas are on top of things now. The violas are just like, we're abandoning this one. Don't want to play. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. At 72, I want you to put us into it. Right over that part now. Ba-dum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. We're actually going to take a full break there for a moment. Just long enough for no one to clap. And then move up. Right in that wider rate course. So, before we do that though, lighting one. I'm gonna be picking on y'all a little bit. So make sure that we really place that note and go to the bridge. Don't go to the fingerboard. Fingerboard bad. Bridge good. Okay. Let's see. What else? Oh. Make sure that we have, let's see. Be very, with those 16 notes, make sure that you're into the string. Don't play on top of the string, into the string. If you have to drop a little bit of the double stop stuff, I'd much rather that than we lose the, because they're doing all the other stuff. And right now it sounds a little like that. It's just like okay, so make sure that we're taking the same stuff from them and applying it to us. Bum, 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 ba da 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 bum. Let's try that. This is measure 34. 34. 1 and 2 and. Just like we had in using bow versus saving it, I want you to use that bow. If it accents a little bit, it's okay. All right, so you can use the bow. Use the bow so that we have bow to spend. Let's try again. 34. 34. 1 and 2 and. And then there's a pizzicato that kind of goes bum. So let's change this. Everybody who has it at measure 85, 6, 7, 8, you have a pizzicato there. Take it out. It's arco now. And then the next thing is not a piano at all. It's forte still. Same thing with the next two measures after that. Take out that pizzicato. All arco, all forte. So. Notes are also arco for people who don't have that marked. Yes.
I'm sorry, we were talking, so we're doing arco on the B chord?
Just after 84. Anytime it says after 84, except for those two left-hand pizzicatos, we could just we'll keep the cute stuff. Let's take out the stuff that doesn't matter.
Okay, so the two pizzicatos after 84 are gone, right?
Yes. After 84, the pizzicato, those are gone. And the pianos after that as well are also gone. So get rid of that piano marking. Because some people are taking it too seriously. Get rid of it. Should be forte. Yeah. Measure 99. That is pizzicato. Because it's cute and it's fun and I like it. It can stay. It's allowed. So, alright, let's try to measure 58. Measure 58, let's start from there. Second violins. We were doing really good on the stuff before this. Make sure. Forte. Here we go. 58. 1 and 2.
Down here.
And. You notice how half of them didn't come in? They know it's Well, she's tuned.
I'm sorry, what measure?
58. 58. While she's in violin 1. Make sure that's an F natural to an F sharp. I've heard F sharp to G. Make sure it's F natural to F sharp. And it can be a slide. You can slide into it. Slide in as much as you can. Instruments that don't even have effects, so that's it. All right, here we go. 58. Ready? 1 and 2, go. One more time. 58. Here we go. 1 and 2. Yeah. Good. Now, the piano before that last note. Super, make sure that you play it. Piano, crescendo, all the way back to forte again. So, after all that. Alright? Really make sure that that piano happens. And the crescendo, this piece is fun and silly and over the top, and I love it. So, let's do it. 58 here. Here we go. 58. 1 and 2 and. Yes, pizzicatos in 76 and 78, but not after 84. So I'm sorry.
Not what?
Yeah, so pizzicatos are still good at 76 and 78, but after 84, we're not going to do pizzicatos. Yes. Those yes. Those yes. Yep, those two. Those are going to be.
That's no. No pizzicato.
Where?
Oh, you did?
76 pizzicato Marco,
This is
and then 78 pizzicato Marco. 88.
Okay, yeah, the left-handed pizzicato, which I can't do very well, because I had like 12 strings, which I don't have 12 strings, but I still have it somehow hit them.
Alright. Now,
Yes.
what we really need to talk about is, are we going to do the
Well,
traditional
theoretically.
Italian
It's more like.
dance?
99 pescado, please.
I'm so excited. Because you know what I'm talking about. Everybody's listened to this piece, right? At least once? Has everybody listened to this piece?
Yeah.
No? You should go home tonight, listen to it. It takes 2 minutes and 43 seconds. That's it. So, nothing out of your time. There is a traditional and often insane amount of a cello rondo at the end here, at 84 to the end. Is what it's
That made me stressed.
now. If we do it, it will not be that much. So those of you who are like, I'm out. No. Go on to go. But I want you to listen to it. I want you to listen to it so you have an idea of if it's something that we would want to do together as a group, we can. This is one of those things where I'm going to put this in your hands, not mine.
So if it goes bad.
So if it goes bad. All right, let's get to the whole thing, please.
I'm sorry.
Vivaldi.
Vivaldi. Oh, okay.
For once, right? Well, that's the reason why it's going to be a democratic process. So violins, start talking to your friends, get them to come vote.
What was that?
No cello rondo. Say no. No to the vote. All right, Vivaldi.
Yeah, me too. I'll be here at the end.
Ready? Ba 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 ba. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. All right, so let's try it again with all 4 sharps this time. And all 4 sharps. That was the test run without 4 sharps. This is the real run with sharps. Now, one thing to remember is we don't do 12/8 very often. We don't do 12/8 very often. So thinking in those multiples of the compound meter, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 1, 2, 4, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. It's a lot. It's a lot of notes. It's a lot of measure, right? There's so much measure that you have to deal with. 12 whole beats that you actually have to feel. Okay? So make sure if you have an 8th note, enjoy it, because that is the beat. The last note of every measure, da, ba, ba, da, ba, ba. Very, very clear, very clean. We have like 12 different versions of that note. So think in your mind, da, 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 ba, ba. Let's try it. Here we go. Everybody. 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 1. Da, 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 da. 4 whole measures of the same note, and then they change. So, yeah. Really good spot to start. That was much better. Yes, thank you. Violins, can I hear you at measure 9? That's right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so, not bad, but it sounds a little crying. No crying. No crying. One more time, measure 9. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Wow. First note, E sharp, right? F sharp to D sharp, right? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so yeah, very, very clear, very, very clear. Let's try everybody measure 9. Everybody measure 9, please. Here we go. 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Ah, let's try A sharp, yeah, it's A sharp both times, right?
Oh, that's my fault.
Yep. It's all good. And then of course B sharp next, because we gotta get all 7 sharps in there. You know, why not? Why not? We gotta have 4, just add 3 more. Fine. Let's try it one time. Let's go to measure 15. 15, F sharp, or G sharp, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then B sharp. So B sharp. B sharp. Yeah. So that relationship between those two, make sure that's in your ear before you even get to that. So one time, 15. Look out. 1, 2, 3, 4. things there. Oh, that's what it is. Second violinist and first violinist. You have very even eighth notes. Other than that, much nicer. Thank you. Next week, I'm going to be with a whole bunch of eighth graders. So not my best time, but hopefully yours is better than mine. So next week there's no rehearsal. The week after that though, we're back here. Same deal, same place. Have a wonderful time. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Anybody have a sexual?
Well, no rehearsal this